Good morning, race fans. Welcome to Dover Motor Speedway, the NASCAR All-Star Race, presented by the Nasmar Community Cup Series. 6 years of stop-motion racing. I'm your host, Bryce Lamb, and alongside me as my co-commentator, NASCAR Kid. For the first time ever, the Monster Mile is going to host the All-Star Race. 18 drivers will compete today for the grand prize of $1 million. What's different about this race is only about half the cars will be able to compete today. With 18 cars competing today, one of those drivers of which are going to be in the race due to the fan vote, which you guys selected, and therefore Connor Zilisch makes it into the All-Star race. But that's not all. An extra driver also gets to make it alongside Connor Zilisch, but he has to race his way with 21 other cars in the Nasmar Open Race. So whoever wins the Open Race gets to race for $1 million.
What a wonderful sight. Drivers doing what they love the most without racing for any points. But they are racing for $1 million, so that's what matters the most, of course.
Yeah, that might play into it a lot today. $1 million. That is 7 figures. What would one person do for that kind of money? What would you do for that money? What would 36 other drivers do for that money? I guess we're going to find out today. Here's Miles the Monster, the mascot of the racetrack, and a big part of Dover's history. Now let's head to the pre-race show where we make our picks for the races. This will be a short pre-race because the races are coming up pretty fast.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Nasmar Community Cup Series. I am NASCAR Kid alongside Lamb, and today is the Nasmar All-Star Race at Dover Motor Speedway. We're going to see some wild racing because, who wouldn't want to win $1 million? With half the competition as well? Yeah. Let's go over our pre-race picks. Lamb, you can go first.
Thanks, NASCAR Kid. Me personally, I'm going to go with Bad Brad winning the All-Star Open race. It is a miracle he didn't win last year due to his team winning multiple races, especially with Chris Buescher. And for the main race, I'm going to go with Alex Bowman. That 48 cars history at this track and Hendrick Motorsports in general is quite vastly impressive. And now, what about you, NASCAR Kid? Who are you going to pick?
Good picks. For the open race, I'm going to go with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. I think that once he can get out ahead, he will really get out ahead. And for the All-Stars, I'll go with Ross Chastain. He's known for making daring moves to try to win races. I think if he's in contention, he'll try to do that. So both these drivers are bold picks, but, well, I think they'll do good in their respective races. So here's the starting lineup. Row 1 is Brad Keselowski, Chase Briscoe. Row 2, Ricky Stenhouse, Eric Jones. Row 3, Carson Hocevar, Austin Dillon. Row 4, Ty Dillon, Bubba Wallace. Row 5, we got Zane Smith and Ryan Preece. Row 6, John Hunter Nemechek, Mike McDowell. Row 7 is Noah Gragson, AJ Allmendinger. Row 8, Todd Gilliland and Shane Van Gisbergen. Row 9 is Cole Custer and Riley Hertz. Row 10, Cody Ware, Jimmy Johnson. And in row 11, JJ Yaley and Justin Allgaier.
As the pace truck peels off into pit road and into the infield, into the restart zone we go. Green flags in the air for Brad Keselowski and Chase Briscoe. With lap 1 now completed, they've all starting to even out here. Brad Keselowski with the early lead. Here comes Chase Briscoe. Oh, he's going to tap him. Into the wall they go. Brad Keselowski and Chase Briscoe. There goes one of my picks. Gosh dang it, man.
So, Lamb, you want to pick a new driver?
Yeah. Stenhouse still isn't in first, though.
What would you say might cause drivers to just lose their minds when it comes to trying to win $1 million and not, say, the Daytona 500 as much? Because, it's lap 2, and we already have a caution.
Well, that just leads back to the question. That's 7 figures we're talking about. That can turn one's career completely around. That could make Timmy Hill a full-time driver next year. Oh, and here's the replay of the wreck. It looks like he may have either tapped his quarter panel or taken the air out from under him. But anyway, they both wrecked, so that's all that really matters. Both go into the garage. The two drivers that were likely to make it in are now out of it. It's everyone for themselves at this point. I mean, who knows? Stenhouse still has a real chance of winning.
And here they go. Ricky Stenhouse and Eric Jones are going to lead the field back to green in the All-Star Open. As we go into turn number 1, Stenhouse is gaining a small gap with Jones with a power move on the outside to get alongside him. As they go into 3, Stenhouse sends it low, Jones in the middle, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. out of turn 4 is going to slide up in front of Jones to clear him.
Going into lap number 4, as they go into turn number 1, it's going to be Stenhouse slightly pulling away from Eric Jones. And now take a look at the 40 car making it work in the middle. He's been passing a lot of cars today. He started dead last. Is already only a lap and a half after the restart, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. for Hayek Racing is starting to pull away from the Legacy Motor Club car of Eric Jones in the 43, driving that Guns N' Roses car. Going into lap number 5, here we go, and Stenhouse starting to pull away more and more. Come on, Eric, catch him. Don't let him run away with the lead. There may be 5 laps left, but they go by a lot faster than you'd think.
Austin Dillon's going to take it 3 wide on Ty Dillon and Carson Hocevar. Ty Dillon is going to back off, and Austin Dillon just gained 2 new spots in 2 turns.
Both of the Dillon brothers making moves early on in this race. Don't forget about Hocevar getting his first wins in NASCAR fairly recently. Now has to make it through the open race. That gap ain't getting any smaller between the 47 and 43 as Eric Jones is starting to lose him.
As we go through the 7th lap, here is the Geico flyby of every single driver that is still in the field. So J.J. Yaley there in last place. Ricky Stenhouse is catching him in a hurry. Stenhouse might get to his back bumper before this race is over, but the one way to find out is by watching the rest of the race, as there are just 3 laps to go in the open. As Austin Dillon will clear the 77 of Hocevar, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. will bring it to 2 laps to go in the open.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. might win by a landslide over the 43 and the 3 car, as he is catching the 44 J.J. Yaley along with the other lap cars such as Cody Ware, and he's already caught him. Here he comes through turn number 4. Will he pass him? No, he will not. Slides right behind the 44 J.J. Yaley. This could determine the outcome of the race. As they go into turn number 1, slide job in front of J.J. Yaley. The 43 of Eric Jones has caught the 47. What will he do on the back straightaway? He bumps the 44 and is going to use him as a pick to take out the 47. Eric Jones is going to be living in Paradise City knowing he's going to be the one racing for $1 million. Welcome to the All-Star Race, Eric Jones, as the rest of the top 10 makes their way across the finish line. Now, how about that? Eric Jones makes it into the All-Star Race. He will start 17th in the main event, 1 spot ahead of 18th, which is the fan vote winner of Connor Zilich, and they're getting medical attention over there. They both look to be fine. Both look to be arguing at each other as well. Stenhouse is going to be furious knowing he could have made it into the All-Star Race.
As we look at the replay, it looks like Jones just got a huge run on the 44, accidentally spun him out, but that costed Ricky Stenhouse a chance at the race. So Stenhouse, Yaley, Keselowski, Briscoe will all end the race in the garage.
It must be gut-wrenching knowing 3 of those drivers had a real chance at making it in. And now the main event, the Nasmar All-Star Race. Get ready, folks, as 18 of some of the best in America compete for $1 million. If you look at the front, you see some of the big names like Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, but if you look all the way in the back, you get to see the All-Star Open race winner, Eric Jones. Let's see what him and Connor Zilich can do today in those cars all the way in the back. So you never know what's going to happen. These guys are going to fight really hard for that $1 million. And And for the starting lineup, in row number 1 are the two drivers that got 4 wins this year, Chase Elliott and Christopher Bell. Last year. Row number 2 is Denny Hamlin, Chris Buescher, the drivers with 3 wins. And to continue the drivers with 3 wins, we have Kyle Busch and Daniel Suarez. And now for the start of the drivers that have 2 wins, our teammates Kyle Larson and William Byron. Row number 5 is going to consist of Ross Chastain, Nascar Kids Pick, and Ryan Blaney. Row number 6, look out, Penske duo, Austin Cindric and Joey Logano. And now for row number 7, Tyler Reddick and Josh Berry both have only 1 win last year. And now we get to row number 8, Ty Gibbs and Alex Bowman. My pick all the way in the back. Hopefully he can make it up to first and hopefully win. And now in dead last, Connor Zilic, the fan vote winner, and Eric Jones, the All-Star Open race winner. And now for your race info for the Nasmar All-Star Race. There will be 20 laps, 18 cars, and this is a non-points paying race, so whatever happens today doesn't count towards the championship. And the drivers must have at least 1 pit stop. They can do 2, 3, whatever they want, have to have 1. And as Greg Biffle's pace car pulls off into pit road, now to the Geico restart zone, let's go racing! Chase Elliott and Christopher Bell are going to lead the race going into turn number 1. As the moment of silence of lap number 1 ends, we go to lap number 2 with Chase Elliott starting to peek out into the lead with his nose just out here. Oh, he's going to clear the 20 car already. Joe Gibbs Racing, 2 of them are going to try and battle with Chase Elliott. Going into lap number 3, Chase Elliott starting to even out away from the 20 and 11 cars. Now Elliott starting to pull away from the Toyotas. As they come onto the back straight away, what are they going to do? Oh, Busch slides coming out of turn number 2. He clips the apron of the track. It's a good thing he's able to keep going. Doesn't look like he lost any spots. And now Elliott is going to go in lap number 4. Man, look how fast those race cars are. The cameras can't even keep up with them. As here is the bridge view of the cars. As Elliott is starting to pull away as some of the drivers back. Oh, here comes Byron. And, oh shoot, Eric Jones hasn't made any spots so far. That bright orange Chevrolet is starting to pull away from the pack, just like Stenhouse, another bright orange Chevrolet, just like in the open race. Could we see a repeat of history? As now Chris Buescher in the back is trying to make up some spots. Here comes Kyle Busch, and it's going to be close whether they come out of turn number 4 or not. And it's going to be Buescher making out in front of Kyle Busch. Similar sounding names, by the way. And now Chase Elliott is really pulling away from the pack as he has quite an advantage over the Toyotas. Must be having a great day at Hendrick Motorsports today. Like I said earlier, Hendrick Motorsports has a vastly great history here. As we go into lap number 7, with the Toyotas now starting to inch closer and closer to each other. Now starting to battle. Here comes Denny Hamlin to the inside of his JGR teammate of Christopher Bell. And now dead even. Here comes the 11 of Denny Hamlin pulling out in front. He made that look easy as he is now in P2, trying to chase after Chase Elliott. And because Bell apparently could not, let's see what Hamlin can do. With now almost halfway through this race, as the 17 lurking in the background, as Bell is going to pull onto pit road. Midway point of the race, he's going to get his pit stop over with. And looks like he's going to go for 4 tires, I'm guessing. Yep, 4 tires. As Christopher Bell is now starting to come off pit road, will we be seeing pit cycles coming very soon as we go into lap number 10, the midway point of the race, as there is a huge gap between Elliott and Hamlin, and Chase Elliott starting to chase after the lap cars. such as Connor Zilic and Eric Jones.
Oh, and Chris Buescher. Chris Buescher's blowing up on the backstretch. Watch him out.
Oh my goodness, that is a huge cloud of smoke.
There's a cloud of smoke on the backstretch. Buescher is now pulling on the pit road into the infield, and he is quickly out of his car. Wow.
Thank goodness medical attention arrived as quickly as they did, and they were able to extract Chris Buescher out of the car as they cleared the infield from the blown-up car, and now we're on to pit cycles. This is like perfect timing, by the way. Midpoint of the race, we have a caution. This is the perfect time to get a pit stop, and I will not be showing the second round of pit stops because, I don't know. But here's Chase Elliott coming out on top, and it looks to be roughly the same order as they came in, as Blaney is just taking forever. Come on, man. Like, so far behind everyone else. And now all the cars are starting to line back up with the pace car, as we're going to go back to green pretty soon. Chase Elliott is going to start first, I think, as I think there was a few drivers that did not come out for pit stops. Oh, and here's the replay of the wreck. Not really a wreck, but still. Chris Buescher's car just started blowing up on the back straightaway coming out of turn number 2. And both of the Kyles are just passing him. And it looks like Christopher Bell, who already went for a pit stop, very strategic move by him, almost predicting the future. And Alex Bowman, that's my pick, all the way to first. Hey, would you look at that? Now, any moment, we will be back to going green as the pace truck is on the back straightaway with all the cars racked up. And Alex Bowman, let's see what he does. Will he stir up chaos? In the closing laps of the race, let's go back racing! As there's a full view flyby of the field. Alex Bowman attempting to pass the 20 car, not even a half of a lap away. And now, Christopher Bell's starting to hold on. Oh, never mind, 48's going to clear him. What will Chase Elliott and Denny Hamlin do? They're going to be knocking on that door all race. Oh, there goes Suarez into the wall. Just gets clipped on the front straightaway by, I don't even know who. But it looks to be okay. He gets out of the car. Medical attention arrives swiftly. And, I don't know, let's see a replay of that one. That was almost instantly compared to the others. Oh, it was Ross Chastain, also known as the Watermelon Man, alongside the 5 of Larson, making it 3 wide as Byron cuts across the track. And now we have 2 cars in the garage. Another 3 laps has been taken away from the race due to the pace truck having to pace the cars around due to multiple accidents already today.
As Bowman goes in to make a late race pit, everyone else will go with him as he is not going to have a winning shot.
Man, both of my picks have really not had a good day today, as Kozlowski wrecked out, and now Bowman's going to start last. And as we go back racing, green-white checkered, 2 more laps to go.
Either driver giving an inch. They're still side-by-side out of turn 2. Ross Chastain 3 wide. He's 3 wide on Hamlin. Busch, he still has a head steam, 3 wide for the lead. Chastain's going to clear them. Hamlin now 3 wide on them.
Everyone's going crazy. 1 more lap to go. This lap decides it all. Who's going to win the big one? Now Chase Elliott making around his rival Denny Hamlin. But it looks to be Ross Chastain sailing on the back straightaway to victory. He's going to get it done at Dover Downs Motor Speedway. Ross Chastain, you're now a millionaire. And here's the rest of the field flying by. And turns out Eric Jones does make up those spots. And there's the burnout. Ross Chastain for Trackhouse Racing gets it done. Welcome to an elite group of winners who have won the All-Star race and who have won $1 million. Congrats to him, man. He worked hard for it, especially starting around mid-pack, upper mid-pack, working his way through the field, making a great strategy, and winning the race. And now here's the replay of it all, making it 3 wide at a daring attempt to secure the $1 million for himself. Elliott trying to make it stick on the outside, somehow does it, and now he goes up to block him, Or maybe he just slid up the track, I don't know, but either way, it was still a crazy attempt at winning. And there he is in victory lane. Congrats once again. And thank you all so much for watching. I also want to give a shout out to NASCAR Kid for helping me co-commentate this race. I want to give a shout out to the Nasmar Community Cup Series for giving me this chance. And I also want to give out a shout out to all my sponsors, such as Freeze the Day, CF3D, Snail.co, and Callie Marie Fine Art. Thank you all so much for participating with me in this race, and thank you all so much for watching this race. We'll see you next week on the Nasmar Community Cup Series.